in this video. The Bitcoin bullish divergence which you mentioned has started playing out exactly as predicted. But guys, this is going to be a very crucial video kasi right now we are seeing a massive warning in the daily time frame. Well, what is this movement? Well, stay tuned to know more. So hi guys and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily videos like this. So let's now dive into this video and let's give first a quick recap of our previous analysis before diving in sa bigger time frame, which is a very crucial analysis. So let's start first by looking in the short term and the previous analysis. So in our previous analysis, what we were monitoring was this declining price while RSI was increasing. So diba, in our previous video, we were saying that we are going to see a bullish retracement. And as you can see, that has played out exactly as predicted. Unfortunately, my personal target is roughly around the 30,800. That we didn't meet that specific target, but it has met one of our first target, which is around the 30,200. So either way, if you have took profits from that area, then that is good. And you can actually see na right now we are actually just now consolidating dito with the Bitcoin price action. And it's actually, if we're going to look at the volume, we saw somewhat of a buy volume, but that's not a significant or massive buy volumes what we wanted to see. At least there are still some buy volume within this movement, but typically what we want to see is massive volumes here, but that is not what we're currently seeing. But yeah, right now, if you're going to look at this in the hourly time frame, you can actually see that we also formed a bearish divergence here in the hourly time frame. So that's why we saw a somewhat of a bearish retracement for the short term here with the Bitcoin price action. That's why we saw this went down. And right now, when it comes to the 4-hour time frame, it is still possible. Now we can go up, and because if you're going to look at this bullish divergence, this bullish divergence is actually bigger. Then since a big bullish divergence can actually lead into a massive move, so we can still expect somewhat of a move within the next few days pa rin up until the 31,000. But yeah, this is what we can expect for the short term. Right now, what we are also going to dive in is for the longer time frame and for the bigger time frame, which is going to take into effect within the next few months. And with that being said, let's now dive into a bigger time frame because that is something na very important na what we have to talk about, and that is this price action forming within the daily time frame. And that is wherein you can see now we are seeing a very consistent support here in the Bitcoin price action. As you can see, ever since December 2022, we have been seeing a massive support at this trend line. We have again been seeing this massive support line. And if you're also going to open some indicators like the 100-day moving averages, you can see that we are exactly lining up within this similar support area. So right now, it's very crucial that we hold this line because if we are going to break this line, then we can actually more likely go down within certain areas here with the Bitcoin price action. So right now, what is the massive warning here? So if you're going to look at the RSI, we are somewhat forming a somewhat of a bearish divergence within the daily time frame. So you can see that we are also seeing that increasing price while RSI is also declining. So typically those are bad signs kasi the more now we are seeing those types of bearish divergence, then it's more likely that it's actually a high possibility that we can go down if ever that we are seeing very big bearish divergences. And we have seen that multiple instances in the past na nga. So right now, it is very crucial na we watch out for this latest move because if we are going to break the support, then we are going to go down some certain areas, maybe around the 25,000 US dollars. That could be a potential target. You can also go back to 20,000 depending on this breakdown and depending on the volume kung saan tayo magkakaroon ng breakdown. But also, if you're going to look at the RSI, we are not also forming that bearish divergence, but also a clear triangle pattern here. It's a symmetric triangle. So right now, if you're going to look at this in a bearish way, which is yung bearish divergence, that is a negative price action. But if you're going to look at this in this RSI, it's actually a symmetric triangle. And traditionally, a symmetric triangle is a 50-50 move. So right now, we have two possibilities right now with the Bitcoin price action. Number one is a bearish movement. And number two is the 50-50 move na pwede natin makita dito. So right now, it's leaning towards a bearish bias following this. Because as you can see, we are also getting a lot of resistance dito. This red area. So, itong red area previously acted as a support area for the Bitcoin price. Previously, doon tayo nagkakaroon ng bounce. Let's try to find that bounce. I know previously we were seeing a lot of bounces in that area. But right now, since we are below this area, we are now starting to see somewhat of a resistance with this area. So, if ever that we get rejected by this area, that is possible pa din. And if ever that we get rejected, we can actually go down dito following this Bitcoin bearish divergence. And if ever na we break this trend line, then this is going to be a very dangerous move. It is going to be a very big shorting opportunity dito for the Bitcoin price action. But yeah, as of now, when can we confirm this bearish analysis? So, we can only confirm this bearish analysis the moment na we see a daily candle close. We need to see a daily candle close with sell volume in order for us to confirm the move. Kasi if you're going to see a daily candle close with sell volume, then that is the big warning, guys. Now we have been actually waiting for. In that case, I will open a short position dito. But I will not hold a very long short position kasi of course, you all know you are more likely to lose money if you're going to open a short position in a very long time kasi of course, we all know that the market will always go up. It will go down time to time. So in this case, if you're going to open a short position, we can open a very big short position but we cannot hold it for a very long time kasi what if, let's say, magkaroon siya ng massive bounce. Let's say around the 21k, we saw a massive bounce. Then in that case, if let's say ang target ng short position nyo is around the 17k, tapos nagkaroon ng malaking bounce, pwede pa kayo maliquidate yan if let's say tuloy-tuloy na siyang packet dito. If let's say nagkaroon ng massive bounce, so makit-akit na siya, then yun, delikado na yun. So in this case, we are going to open a short position the moment na magkaroon tayo ng breakdown, but it's not a very big, but I don't think na we are going to hold that for a very long time. Siguro, if you're going to open a big short position, maximum na siguro yung November for the time being. As you can see, if you're going to look at the time frame below, if you're going to see that breakdown, siguro around November siguro yung pwede natin, ganun katagal natin siya i-hold if let's say nag-start na siya mag-breakdown ngayon. So, right now, that is what we are currently seeing. This massive wedge this massive triangle in the RSI, this massive support area na we have to consider, this massive resistance line. So right now, we are seeing a lot of signs na it's actually getting very critical with the Bitcoin price action. Siguro you can also say na this is also starting to form a rising wedge but hindi siya masyadong clear sa akin. Siguro mas gusto ko tingnan yung itong RSI na which is forming this massive symmetric triangle kasi if ever na we are just going to continue this symmetric triangle, the moment na magkaroon tayo ng breakout, then doon tayo magkakaroon ng massive pa na move dito with the Bitcoin price action. So, yun yung atin titingnan dito. If magkaroon tayo ng breakout dito with the Bitcoin price action, the best thing to look at dito is the support line or the symmetric triangle. So, right now, that is what we are going to wait out dito for the Bitcoin price action. So, take note, this is in the daily time frame. So, this will not take into effect agad-agad. This might take some time to take into effect. Pwedeng next week pa siya or pwedeng next week. Pwede nga siyang next month pa kasi this is in the daily time frame. So, yeah, this is a very big time frame. So, if let's say you're going to monitor this, make sure to look at this in the daily time frame and check every other day. But if let's say you want to check out our analysis, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out our next analysis. And the moment that we are going to open this trade, we are going to open this next trade with BYBIT. And make sure to trade this, guys, in BYBIT kasi dito mas mura ating Bitcoin trading fees. At the same time, you can also claim of up to $5,000 bonus if you're going to use our sign-up link na you can find in the description down below. But yeah, right now, that is the very big move and the very crucial analysis that we are going to dive in dito. And yeah, siguro yung update natin for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.